Hey guys, I got a new microphone. So finally, we're gonna have crisp, amazing audio. And I am quite excited about that. Why does it keep doing this? No, cancel. Just get rid of it. There we go. All right. The audio the past couple videos has either been very muffled, quiet, or not working at all. So I got a new microphone on sale and it sounds amazing. And I'm so happy about it. Now what? Okay. Now iPad is working. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. We are talking about dreams. What are dreams? What do they do for us? Well, I guess that's not how I want to word it. I kind of want to word it like, okay, what do we know about dreams? What do we know? Ooh, okay. Dreams are vivid, emotional, and often bizarre subjective experiences occurring primarily during the REM sleep, lasting 5 to 20 minutes. Why? Okay. They are thought to facilitate memory consolidation, emotional processing, and mental housekeeping, such as removing unnecessary information. While everyone dreams nightly, 95% are forgotten. Okay, I have my first question of the day. Why do dreams feel like they last hours? The brain processes them as condensed, high-intensity narratives, skipping mundane details and lacking external time checks. Oh. Ooh. Interesting. That doesn't really answer my question, though. Oops. Too much? Okay. Sleep cycles occur about every 90 to 120 minutes, with the longest periods occurring in the morning. The intense narrative feel makes them seem much longer than their actual physical duration. But why? Okay, I guess. Now let's go back, because I had another question, but I don't know what it was. Oh. Rapid eye movement. I know about that because I took a psychology class. What did I read? Okay. Okay, I found it. Why do we forget most of our dreams? The brain's hippocampus responsible for transferring short-term and long-term memories is inactive. Oh, because like everything is like resting. I understand. Because like it can't be working all the time. My thing is all okay. Because our brain can't be like, we can't constantly be active. I'm so sorry. My microphone is not wireless and it's plugged in. And I'm like messing with the cord. I'm sorry. Anywho. Okay. Brain chemical levels during REM sleep. Levels of norepinephrine. Okay. These words are a bit big. Active clearing process. The brain may actively forget dream information to avoid confusing it with actual memories. Wait. Why do do I dream about random strangers and then see them in public? Because this happens to me a lot. I'll have a dream and then I'll see that person. I'll see a person in my dream and then I'll see them in public. Like, I'll be like, I dreamt about that person. Dreaming of strangers you later see in public is likely a combination of your brain, which cannot create new faces, processing fleeting glimpses of people you've seen in real life, and the psychological effect of selective attention. These strangers are usually... Okay. I understand. Okay, so it's like I put together, like I see someone in public and I take like their eye shape or whatever. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask the question. Okay, sorry, I'm messing with the cord again and it's putting my phone out. Okay. Why does deja vu happen? Likely a temporary glitch in the brain's memory and recognition systems, where a new experience is mistakenly processed as a memory. What? Okay. Can I tell the future, or am I experiencing deja vu? We're going to ignore how horribly I spelled that. You are likely experiencing deja vu, not predicting the future. But what if I'm magical? What if I want to be magical? I want to be magical, bro. What the heck? Okay, fine. Wait, what was the other thing? Why do I dream about something and then it happens months later? Usually your subconscious connecting dots months in advance are the result of confirmation bias, where you only remember the dream after the event occurs. That's literally the answer. That's not even the answer. That's what I asked. Your brain picks up on minor details in your daily life and explorates what is likely to happen next, presenting it as a dream scenario. Memory is flexible. When an event happens, your brain might reconstruct a vague old dream to make it align with the current reality, leading you to believe you dreamed it perfectly, as discussed on... I don't really care what they discussed on there. We have many dreams, making it statistically likely that a few will eventually resemble real-life events by chance. Okay, wait. I have a new question. Why am I having the same dream from a different perspective? Because, like, did you guys ever do that where, like, you have a dream and then, like, months will pass and then you'll have the dream again, but you're from a different perspective? One time I had this. I had a dream that I was being chased, and then I had the dream again. Why is it doing that? Oh, okay. Go out. We're going to turn this off and back on so that it stops doing that. Anyway, I had a dream I was being chased, and then, like, months later, I had the same dream, but I was standing behind a tree watching myself being chased. Am I crazy? Ooh! We're getting into spiritual things, guys. Okay. Having the same dream from different perspectives suggests your subconscious is attempting to process an unresolved emotion, stressor, or life conflict from multiple angles. okay, I don't remember what was happening in that time of my life and like what probably made me want to do that. Also, I apologize if you can hear like the children outside playing or the birds chirping. I did a mic check before this, but everyone decided to stay inside the house when I did a mic check, but now everyone wants to hang out outside, of course. Okay. Well, that actually makes kind of sense. It was just weird because it had never happened to me before, so I was like, whoa, what are we talking about here? Actually, I do kind of like it zoomed in because it's a little bit easier for me to read, and I don't have to be like up against it like this. Wait. Getting nice and personal with it. Actually, this is very uncomfortable for me, so I'm gonna just come back over here. Okay. Oh no! Okay, wait, I low-key want to look up the meaning of certain dreams. Meanings. Different kinds of dreams. Ooh! Dang, really? 10 types of dreams and what they indicate. Here we go, guys. Oh, we've gotten into a website. You know it's time. What's a standard dream? According to the National Sleep Foundation, we typically dream about 4 to 6 times per night. There's no way you might be thinking, but that's only because we forgot more than 90% of all our dreams. I knew that. Dreaming happens throughout the night. I know about this. Dreaming can be influenced by what we're thinking about before we go to sleep or what we've experienced in our waking day. Dreams can also bring to light what we're avoiding thinking about or our anxieties. 100% that's what's happening. According to research, 75% of the elements of dreams are associated with your experiences while awake. So girl, if something happened to you traumatizing you when you were awake, you're probably going to dream about it. If you've got job stress, your dreams might take place at work or involve your coworkers. If you went on a date, your dream might be full of romance. Or on the flip side, heartbreak if you're having anxiety about dating someone new. Okay. Ooh, what causes nightmares? Nightmares are dreams that are scary or disturbing. Almost everyone has nightmares from time to time. Who doesn't? Okay, listen. I'm going to get close and personal again. Who has never had a nightmare before? Because I have. I've had a lot of nightmares. You can't tell me you haven't had at least one nightmare in your life. You cannot tell me that. You can't tell me that. Okay. There's not always a good reason why. Some potential causes of nightmares include watching or reading something scary, sleep deprivation, eating right before bed. I thought eating right before bed was like a health thing. Medication side effects, having a fever or being ill. I'm sick! I am ill. We're gonna put this here because I feel like it. It's kind of annoying that it's right there, but I don't really. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm sick right now. Anyway. Sleep disorder such as sleep apnea, nightmare disorder, or narcolepsy. People experiencing a lot of stress or who have mental health conditions like anxiety disorders may experience dreams that are more frightening. Up to 71% of people post-traumatic with PTSD may experience nightmares, which can be reoccurring if not treated. I don't have PTSD, but I do have anxiety. One study found that the 3 most common nightmares themes involved death or dying, physical violence, being chased or haunted. Okay, I have gotten all of these, but the one that is scarily there a lot is physical violence. I've never been abused. Thank the gods that I've never been abused, and I'm very grateful for that. I've never had to go through that. I just wanted to check if my microphone was on. I've never had to go through that, which is really scary. And I guess because I am scared that I'll have to go through that one day. Because it has to be at least someone. It has to be someone. Someone has to go through that. And what if that's me? What if I have to go through that? Whether it's a friend, a boyfriend, a parent, a anyone. It could be anyone. And it's like, maybe that's why it keeps coming up, because that like actually scares me. Like, what if someone I really care about starts hitting me one day and I don't have the strength to be like, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I can't like be in connections with you. Because like, I 100% would probably be that kind of person. Like, they didn't mean it. It was an accident. And like, I would hate to hear myself say that, because it wasn't an accident, girl, and they are going to do it again. I know. Okay. What causes night terrors? What? Okay, listen. I have never experienced anyone with night terrors. The most I've seen is my best friend taking my McDonald's order in her sleep. And she's like gotten out of bed in the middle of the night because she sleepwalks and sleep talks. I sleepwalk too, but that's only when I'm like super stressed out. Night terrors are a type of sleep disorder that's more common in children. That makes sense. When someone has a night terror, they wake up terrified, but may only have a vague idea of what they dreamed about. Most of the time, they don't remember dreams from the night terror. In a night terror, a person can wake up screaming, kicking or moving violently, even jumping out of bed. Okay, I have seen that before. Like, I've heard stories of people with night terrors. I've heard things about it. Sweating, breathing hard with a racing heart rate, disoriented and unsure where they are or what's going on. I think I've had a night terror before. I mean, I think that's like, I feel like, okay, night terrors aren't technically a type of dream, but a sleep disorder. Okay, so never mind. I've probably just had really bad nightmares. Because, like, okay, I'm gonna get personal again, okay? I had a really bad nightmare. Okay, we gotta come back here. Okay. I had a really bad nightmare one time. And you know what's embarrassing? This is a reoccurring dream, nightmare. That I'm being chased by a wasp. Now listen, I know some of you will be like, oh girl, I get you. And I know some of you are going to be like, girl, what? This reoccurring wasp dream. I wake up sweating. I wake up heart racing. Sometimes I wake up crying. Sometimes I'm like, and sometimes, guys, the wasp gets me. Sometimes, and you know what it feels like when the wasp gets me? It feels like when your like finger's asleep or something and like you press on it, or like when your foot's asleep and you step on it and it hurts really bad. That's what it feels like. Sorry, that was probably loud. Hold on. We need to figure out why this is happening to me. Why do I have a reoccurring dream about a wasp chasing me and only sometimes stinging me? Ooh. Whoa! Now listen here. Avoidance of conflict. Do you know how much I avoid conflict, guys? Do you know how much I'd rather suffer in silence than confront anyone and create more conflict? No, you don't know, because you don't know who I am. But, okay, you may be running, oh my god. But what's the reoccurring thing of a wasp? Why a wasp? The sting. Sometimes a sting indicates you have ventured too close to a harmful situation, indicating that the emotional pain is becoming or can become real. Oh my golly. Why is it always a wasp chasing me though? Oops. Dang it, I asked the AI. Likely due to their unique nature of being aggressive and capable. Oh. Guys, I think this is just original to me. I don't think anyone else has ever had this. If you have, please tell me, because I don't want to be alone in this. And if you haven't had this, don't feel bad, because it's okay that you haven't had this experience. It's okay if you haven't had it. You don't need to feel bad. Okay. What's the difference between a nightmare and a night terror? You just told me. Night terrors aren't technically a type of dream, but a sleep disorder. Nightmares are a type of dream. Night terrors are a sleep disorder. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is like obvious. Lucid dreams. Okay. I've had very little lucid dreams. I've probably had like 2 or 3 that I can think of right now where I'm like, this is a dream. And I have one in my notes app. I have one in my notes app where I'm like, because sometimes I have a dream that impact me so much in the night that I wake up and I type it. Whether it's 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 10 p.m. I type it out if I remember all of it. Psych! We don't have a car talk this week. I didn't have any time like in the car the past couple weeks because it's been a minute. It's been a rough minute. So instead, I am going to do. I haven't told you about the hot take I have yet, but sorry guys. Ooh, I'm gonna tell you the dream that I was just talking about. Where did I put it? I think I put it in here. Okay, so this is how long it is. It's not horrible. Let me break it up. Okay, wait. There. Hold on. We're just gonna do this together. Boom. Okay. Okay. Alright. Oh, that did not help. Okay, hold on. Boom. Boom. There we go. And boom. Boom. Alright. So I had this dream May 16th, 2024. Almost 2 years ago, I had this dream. And I typed this at 11:54 a.m. on May 2nd. Oh, that's today. Oh my god. Why am I stupid? Okay, anyway. Me and Natalie are sitting in Natalie's bedroom. Okay, Natalie's my sister. Natalie's my little sister. And we are listening to The Dog Days by Florence and the Machine, obviously. And we're listening to Dog Day. The Dog Days are over. All of a sudden, we hear some banging on the front door. Okay, my vocabulary. We take no time to think and we begin to open the window, but the screen gets stuck. When the lady gets in, she's very, very fat. Right, she has black hair and she's Asian. I start fighting her, hitting her in the face, punching her anywhere, kicking her, anything I can do to get her away. Okay. She kind of fights back, but not in a very good way. And as I'm fighting her, I start to notice something. She's getting skinnier. I tell Natalie and begin to beat the crap out of her more. When I'm able to pick her up, I slam her on a couple things and then go to a different window and throw her out of it. When she hits the ground, she lays there for a second and gets back up and starts running to the stairs to get back up to our apartment. Natalie and I start to panic, so Natalie runs to lock the front door. When they come back, we try to get the window open. As Natalie is figuring it out, we hear the banging again. Then we see her down the hallway, so I go to shut and lock the door so we have a little more time, but she beats through it like the door was paper. I started fighting her again, and I throw her again. How am I throwing her? What? I waste no time, and I go get Laura, who was asleep in her room. Natalie yells that she's up and running, so I grab her and we go to the window and begin to climb out. Okay, it is pouring rain and we're sitting on a very steep roof thing. We hear some faint banging and we rush to close the window. She comes to the window as we are carefully making our way to a safe spot. I tell her the other two to slide down the gutters and start running as fast as they can when they get to the bottom. And that's what we did. We ran and ran. We found a gas station. We were soaking wet, so we went in and our mom was there.
I'm assuming that's supposed to say begin. So I begin to tell her this whole story, but I start with, I'm pretty sure it was just a dream, and I'm not even sure if this is a dream. I start thinking about how this dream could be a movie or a short film, but I need to know what everything in this dream represents so that if it does happen, it's not pointless and a weird, dumb thing. I think I was just going through a hard time at that point. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna do for today. I know, like, probably some of you do not care, and I kind of just rambled, but yeah. Oh, I didn't have a car talk today. I'm sorry, but yeah. I love you guys. I'm gonna get back to editing now, and as you can hear, I am sicker than in the video. I had some chicken noodle soup from Panera, and it was delicious, but I still feel like crap.
So it means you're awake. You're aware that you're dreaming while you're in a dream. Like most dreams, it often happens during REM sleep. Okay. Most people don't have frequent lucid dreams, though some research reports that 55% of people experience it at least once in their lives. I've experienced it more than once. Like, I've been like... I accidentally muted the microphone. Did you know this isn't real? This world isn't real. We're not actually here. Like, I've actually said that to someone in my dream, and they're like, "What are you on, girl? What are you on?" I'm like, "Hey, I know this is a dream." That's one thing I do. I'm like, "Hey, I know this is a dream, but, like, can you help me?" Do you know the looks I get from strangers in my dream? They're like, "What are you talking about? What are you on about?" They never say anything. They just like, and then they go on about their day. Sometimes you can control a lucid dream if you have practice. This can help you control your dreams, especially if you tend to have reoccurring dreams or nightmares. Okay, listen, I think something that we all do or have done at least once, we wake up and we want to finish a dream. So we go to bed and then we like try to control it through, and then sometimes the dream actually resumes. Most of the time it doesn't though. Okay, other types of dreams. Daydreams. The main difference between a daydream and all the other types of dreams is that you're awake during a daydream. Yeah, zoning out. Daydreams occur consciously, but you still may feel like you're not fully awake or aware of your surroundings. If someone catches you daydreaming, they may say you look zoned out or lost in thoughts. Okay, listen, here's my thing. I feel like zoned out is like, it feels really good. But for me, daydreams, it goes real dark, and it's like I'm dreaming and it's right in front of me, like just some goggles, and then like I snap out of it and everything's brighter, and then I look at the same spot that I was looking at before when I was daydreaming, but I won't snap back into it. I stay in the real world. Daydreams usually involve other people, whether real or imagined. Some research has shown that daydreaming about people you know predicts positive well-being, while daydreaming about people you aren't close to can predict more loneliness and worse well-being. Okay, I know at least one of you has daydreamed about your ex. You know you want to walk in with that revenge dress, girl. You know you want to do it. Okay, reoccurring dreams. Reoccurring dreams that repeat more than once. Yeah. They often have themes such as confrontations, being chased, or falling. Falling! Guys, falling dreams are actually the worst. Oh my god, I was laying in bed earlier, and I went, oh my god! I was just laying there, getting some rest because I'm sick. I'm ill. I'm just like, I was just like, There's no cement. There is no tall building here. I did not fall onto my bed from the ceiling. I was laying there. Why did I look like I landed on my bed from a tall building? What the hell? Anyway. You can have neutral reoccurring dreams or reoccurring nightmares. If you have reoccurring nightmares, it may be due to an underlying mental health condition, substance use, or certain medication. being frozen with fear. Where'd my mouse go? Is my thing dying? Oh, ah! I'll just use my fingers for now, I guess. False awakenings. What does that mean? False awakenings are a type of dream occurrence where a person believes they've woken up but actually haven't. Oh, wait, I do that. Okay, I don't know how many people watching are in school, but, like, did you ever have that thing where you, like, turn, like, your alarm went off, or, like, you were woken up, and, like, you were like, okay, time to start the day, and, like, you get ready and all this other stuff, and, like, you're about to, like, walk outside or, like, get on the bus or anything, and then something happens, and you open your eyes and you're still in bed, and only, like, 2 minutes has passed? I think that's what that means, right? Sleep paralysis? Oh, no. Are we gonna have to talk about sleep paralysis? Oh, no. Okay, healing dreams. This sounds positive. While there's not a lot of scientific information on healing dreams, they've been described as dreams that bring you balance or harmony, give you a sense of connection, meaning, or purpose, bring about recollection, reconciliation. That's embarrassing. Why did I just say that? That's embarrassing. Why would I say that? Okay. Leaves you feeling joyful or at peace. I feel like if not a lot of people have had healing dreams, not a lot of people have deserved healing dreams. Or a lot of people are not okay mentally. What's happening? Okay. Prophetic dreams. Prophetic dreams are thought to be dreams that have foretold deja vu. Historically, dreams were considered to imprint wisdom or even predict the future. In some cultures today, dreams are still considered to be a way of receiving a message from the spirit world. There's no real way to tell if a dream is prophetic or not. It comes down to what you believe. Some believe that a prophetic dream is just your subconscious anticipating a particular outcome and having you dream it to prepare. Oh. Okay. So like deja vu, but it's like if you don't think it's deja vu and you believe you're actually telling the future, that's what that's called. That's what I'm taking away from it. I could be completely wrong. Vivid dreams. Vivid dreams are almost always associated with waking up during REM sleep, when your dreams are most vivid and more easily remembered. While we may consider any dream that we experience in REM sleep vivid, with vivid dreaming, it's used to describe a particularly intense dream that felt very real. You may also remember your vivid dream a lot easier than a typical dream. There's this one dream that I had. Okay, we're going to say a hot take real quick that my dad believes. No one cares what you were dreaming about last night, girl. No one gives a fuck. But I'm going to tell you anyway. I had this nightmare. I was at a water park and like nothing was on, and it was really high up in the sky. All of my dreams, like things are either in the sky or like it's a building I've been in, but there's like secret areas I've never been to. Like my grandma's house shows up a lot, but there's an upstairs to it. My grandma lives in a 1-story house because she has a bad back. But like, yeah, anyway. And like at one point, y'all remember the game Granny? You know how that game looks? There's a picture. I had a thing. We were like walking around, and it was like a water park hotel. Like if you've ever heard of Kalahari, the water park, or like any water park that has like a connected hotel, it was kind of like that. And we were walking down the hallway, and we get to our hotel room, and it looks like the bedroom in Granny, the horror game. And then this girl, y'all remember, so you know how Granny has a whole like thing, and like with Slender Man and like all this other stuff. I went down a huge rabbit hole when I was like in elementary school or like early middle school. You know that little girl that has like long black hair and she's like this. I bet I can find a picture of her. Anyway. she was walking around in the hallway, and she like came into her room and she was just kind of like this, and then it turned into one of those like granny games, like if they get you, they get you. And at one point she got me. I stopped recording. How rude. She got me and she turned green. Because what would happen is she'd like be like like glitching as she's walking like a video game, and then she'd get you and like she's like in your face like this, like ah, and like it shakes like a horror game. But and like eventually after she got us enough times, because she just like chased us in circles in this room, she got us and I don't know who's us. Who the fuck is us? I don't know, man. But she got me enough times and she started turning green. Like she turned green one of the times. I was like, ah! I woke up and I texted my therapist. Common themes in dreams. Actually, I do want to keep you right here because I'm not typing anything. Have you had a dream about your teeth falling out, flying through the sky, or being chased? These are common themes that many people dream about. Some of the most common dream themes are about falling, being chased, dying, teeth, being naked in public. Okay, listen. I've never had a naked in public. I've either been shirtless or pantsless. And if I'm shirtless, I'm usually like this. And if I'm pantsless, I'm taking whatever shirt I'm wearing and I'm pulling it down and walking like... I have like the shortest nightgown on in the world. Pregnancy. Oh! Pregnancy dreams, dude. They're so upsetting to wake up to. I one time had a whole like thing. I had a baby. I had a name for her. We got to go home with her. And I woke up. That is rude. Like, that is actually horrible. Why does my brain do that to me? Like, why? That's so rude. Flying, sex, or cheating. I've had one cheating dream, and it sucked ass. It didn't even have any fun to it. It was just like, you cheated on me. Yeah, I did. Why would you do that? Because I wanted to. Dreaming about specific things like this could mean many things, or as some researchers believe, be completely nonsensical. Interpretations will vary depending on the individual and how they're doing in their day-to-day lives. Dreams about falling or being chased may indicate experiencing anxiety or conflict, or even falling in love. I guess that makes sense. I guess. Dreams about teeth falling out have been interpreted as everything from stress and big life changes to indicating dental health issues. Yeah. Losing teeth and being naked in public and test taking may all fall under fear of embarrassment. Okay. Who is more likely to dream? Just because we don't always remember our dreams doesn't mean we're not dreaming. Everyone is doing it. Even people who were born without sight dream. Their dreams are reportedly just composed more of the other senses like sound, touch, and smell. So they can't... Oh my god! I almost just asked the stupidest question. Oh, so they can't see? They can't see anything? Well, they do that every day, girl. What are you about to cry about for? While we're all dreaming, while we sleep, there may be times when you're more likely to experience certain types of dreams or remember them more often. In childhood, while children may not necessarily dream more than adults, they're more likely to experience certain types of dreams, like night terrors or nightmares. Interesting. During pregnancy, sleep and hormone changes during pregnancy may be to blame for changes in dreaming. Those who are pregnant may experience more vivid or frequent dreams and even more nightmares. Well, that makes sense because hormones and things are like spiking, so like having nightmares would make sense for that. You may also be able to remember dreams better. While grieving, some research has found that dreams may be more vivid and feel more meaningful when you're mourning. This can be part of going through the grieving process. Yeah. If you're experiencing extra stress or anxiety, have a mental health condition, or have experienced a traumatic event, you may also be more likely to have nightmares or vivid dreams. We already said that. We already talked about that. What are you talking about? Takeaway. Scientists don't have all the answers on why we dream or why we have the type of dreams we have. But there are some clues. Whether you're having vivid dreams, nightmares, or lucid dreams, if your dreaming starts to interfere with getting enough sleep, or you believe there's an underlying cause for your dream type, speak to a healthcare professional. Oh, we're done? Okay. Well, guys, we're not done. Okay, this is what spiritual meaning of dreams. Spiritual dreams are often viewed as messages from a higher power, the subconscious, or... Okay, no. Okay, we're going to see the spiritual meaning of chasing dreams. A soul-driven... Okay, never mind. How do I word this? What are the spiritual meanings of common dreams? We're not talking about how I spell anything, okay? Inner turmoil, spiritual growth, or transit. Okay. Teeth falling out. Okay, this is what I meant. Represents deep-seated anxieties about personal powerlessness, loss of control, or communication issues. Thank you. I believe that, because every time my teeth fall out in a dream, it's like I'm like talking to someone, and or like I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and like I'm like doing something, and my tooth just falls out, and I look in the sink, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then another one falls out. Like that one scene in The Substance. Oh my god. That fucking movie, bro. Holy shit, bro. What the fuck is wrong with that movie, dude? Don't even get me started. Okay, you have to change the subject. Being chased suggests avoiding a significant fear, responsibility, or spiritual truth in waking life. That makes sense. I would think that being chased... is like running from something. I think it would depend on what you're being chased by. In my opinion, it depends. Like, I feel like a different animal would be like, what is, here, let me, the spiritual reason of being chased by a bear in a dream. Like, I feel like there's a different, intense aggression energy, such as a dominating person or a monitoring spirit. See, like I feel like it matters. Like, by a wasp. I'm just trying to get answers, guys. Avoiding unresolved conflicts. Oh my god! Say, I know it. Okay, let's try another one. Maybe like a fox, maybe? What if a really scary fox was chasing you in a dream? Need to use your own intuition and intelligence to see, being chased. Okay, I was gonna say, guys, why would I do that? Okay, being naked in public, okay, I want to get rid of this tab, because I'm not gonna look at it anymore. Being naked in public reflects feelings of vulnerability, being wrongly accused, or fear of having your true, authentic self exposed. That would make sense, because anytime I have those kinds of dreams, it's usually after I've met someone new. And I'm really scared to be myself in front of people. I'm trying to be better at being myself. Yeah. Flying often indicates a sense of freedom. I don't really have dreams that I can fly. I have dreams that I can like anti-gravity almost. Not flying, but I walk or I jump and I'm floating through air. But I get really frustrated, and that's probably because I don't have any control. So I'm freaking out. My subconscious is freaking out. Falling frequently connected to feelings of insecurity, loss of control, or a project/plan falling through in real life. I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like falling is like intense stress. Like you just feel like you're plummeting and you're not doing good, bro. Deceased loved ones, often seen as an open invitation to embody characteristics, wisdom, love, they possessed, or a comforting message that they are at peace. See, I lied. I have had a dream about someone who's deceased. Is it weird that it's not my family? I've had dead celebrities show up in my dreams. Is that weird? And they talk to me. I'm like, I thought you were dead. What are you talking about, bro? I've never been dead. I'm literally still alive. That's literally what happens. Snakes can symbolize transformation, healing, or in some context, deception. I don't recall a snake in my dream. Water. There is a lot of rain in my dreams. Why does it rain so much in my dreams? Spiritual. Yeah, no, we're just going to see what Google says. We don't need to look up the spiritual reason. Often symbolizes intense emotion, sadness, or need for emotional release. Indicating a release of built-up tension, grief, or negative energy. Alright. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It rains a lot in my dreams, and it's like... Does water fall under that category? Okay, let's see. Water frequently represents the emotional state of subconscious of mind, with dirty water suggesting inner turmoil and clear water representing peace. So, no. Missing a train or bus represents missed opportunities or fear of being left behind in personal or spiritual growth. Oh. I don't think I've ever... Maybe like in the past, but I haven't had that I can think of. Types of spiritual dreams. Warning dreams. We're getting into what I like. Because I'm very into like, oh, the right side of my ear is ringing. What is happening? Or convict. Sorry. Guys, I'm sick. I'm sorry. Highlight potential danger or bad decisions to prevent them, or convict the dreamer of wrong behavior. Okay, so like, I don't know. Healing dreams provide comfort and emotional release from past trauma, often showing the dreamer of being comforted by a divine entity or loved one. Prophetic/guidance dreams offer insight into the future or provide direction regarding a difficult decision, guiding a person through a life shift. Interesting. Purging dreams, often nightmares that help the subconscious release fear, anxiety, and hidden tension. How does having a nightmare release that? For me, it heightens. Cause like if I have a bad enough nightmare, I'm thinking about it for the rest of the day. And if it's impacting me enough, I'm thinking about it years later. Cause that dream I just told you guys about earlier, the dream I told you about, I had that in middle school. That was middle school. Crazy. Guys, low key, I think I might be done for the day. Like, I think I'm done. I didn't want to get into too much because I kind of wanted to keep this its own thing. Because, like, dreams are complicated already. They're, like, a lot. And, like, I didn't want to, like, overwhelm you guys because I know last week's video was a lot. I also did want to explain some things. The reason I didn't post any clips of that on, like, Instagram or TikTok for people who have come from there to here, I couldn't. It was my editing platform was being stupid, and I couldn't put up any clips. So I'm so sorry if you missed last week's video because of that. But if you want, you can go check it out right now or another day. Or if it doesn't look interesting, that's okay too. But I think that's going to do it for me this week. I will see you guys next week. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I think I'm going to continue to post on Saturdays because that's kind of when I can just get them out. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.